my name is Diane Duffy. Welcome to this edition of the Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide. Today we have a great show in store for you. We'll be talking with a certified firearms instructor who will share with us some shotgun performance tips. We'll be fishing with kids while on the water with Fred. And today in Pete's Corner we'll be visiting with Ray Wacko. Ray enjoys the old tradition of painting wooden fishing lures. So stay tuned, we'll be right back after these messages.
At Tony Romano's Affordable Karate and Weight Training Center, you can learn to be your best. Offering children and adult classes, group or private lessons from former heavyweight champion, 5th degree black belt master Tony Romano. Plus a complete weight training facility located at 1080 3rd Street in North Versailles, just off US Route 30. Call 412-829-1609 for our introductory special.
Learn to be your best.
You're a duck hunter, and duck hunters know you have to go to the ducks. An express boat can get you there, whether it's down the river, across the lake, or through the timber. With its durable, all-welded aluminum hull and plenty of room for your decoys, guns, and other gear, you can depend on your express boat to take you to the ducks.
If you're looking for a portable, economical boat to fish those hard-to-reach places, then check out the Bass Baby. Molded from impact-resistant polyethylene and conveniently designed to fit into a full-size pickup truck, the Bass Baby is one of the easiest boats to maneuver in and out of the water. To find out more about the Bass Baby, visit the Carry Company at 3003 Wildwood Sample Road in Allison Park, or call 412-486-3388, or check out our website at www.carrydocs.com. If excitement is what floats your boat, then check out the 2001 Lund models at Bob Warren Boat Sales. You'll make a splash with your friends and family with a new Lund boat from Bob Warren Boat Sales. We service most major boats, motors, and trailers. For boat show pricing on Lunds year-round, come to Bob Warren Boat Sales, Route 38 Butler. Call 724-285-5503. Simply the best.
First up today, we'll be talking with certified firearms instructor Connie Fournier. We caught up with Connie at the beautiful Laurel Hill Hunt Club. Connie would like to share with us some all-important safety precautions to keep in mind while using and handling a shotgun. She will also give us some tips on how to improve our accuracy, which is something we constantly strive for.
Today we'd like to discuss the safety first in shotgun shooting or any shooting sport. We always recommend proper eye protection. As you can see, we have different colors of lenses for different lighting conditions. Also, we want to recommend a good hearing protection, either an Instamold of this nature, the foam field, or your choice. Eye and ear protection are paramount to safe gun sports. First, we'll go into an explanation of what a shot shell is. I've cut one apart for you today showing the primer, which ignites the powder. It is mounted inside of the plastic casing. The powder that is ignited by the primer forces the wad up the barrel, pushing the shot charge out the end of the barrel. These little fine BBs is what is going to break your target or take the game. We have different sizes of shot for different energy levels at different distances. Like, for instance, a number 9 shot would be used in skeet shooting at distances out to 20-25 yards. You would go up to a number 8 for a distance of 30-35 yards, a number 7.5, which we're getting bigger. As the number goes down, the size goes up. 7.5 for distances out at 50 yards to 60 yards. We also have nickel-plated, which will not deform as easily through a tighter choke. So we vary the shell for the distance we want to shoot. Also, we put in choke tubes, which a choke tube is a constriction at the end of the shotgun barrel. We vary that constriction from no constriction, which is a cylinder choke, to full or extra full choke, which be constrictions up to 50 thousandths of an inch. All choke tubes vary in size from the cylinder, which I said was no choke, up through 5 or 10,000th increments as they get tighter. The tighter the choke, the more uniform your pattern is at a greater distance. At 20 yards, you obviously would not want to put a full choke in because your pattern would be down somewhere around 6-8 inches. Vice versa, if you had an open choke at a greater distance, there'd be all these holes in your pattern, which would sparse your pattern out considerably more that a clay target or a bird would fly through. So you choke properly, you use the proper shell for what you want to shoot, and then also you want to use the proper gun. Now I've got several examples of firearms with me today. First thing I'd like to show you is a break open breech shotgun. This is a Briley 682. It is an over and under shotgun for the reason of 2 barrels, one over top of the other. They are selectable for upper and lower barrel. Also, this particular gun has what we refer to as gauge tubes. You see a smaller hole inside of the larger diameter of the barrel. Now let me tap one of these out of here and we'll show you what a gauge tube looks like. This is referred to as a tube set so that the shooter can look over one barrel. This is a 410 tube inside of a 12 gauge shotgun. And we can get these tubes manufactured for all gauges from 410, 28 gauge, 20 gauge. We insert them into a 12 gauge, and then other types of guns can go up to 10 gauge or 8 gauge. This is a break open gun for the person that might be a slight bit recoil sensitive. We have a gas operated gun. By firing the shell inside of what we call a semi-auto shotgun, the gas will blow this cylinder open on each shot. The gases from the gun escape through a chamber in here, go down through, and force this to cycle. You don't have to pump it like a pumped shotgun. It does it automatically for you. As a competitive shooter, when you advance to the point of, say, trap shooting, you start concentrating more. This is the same gun. Normally you pull a trigger. This particular gun, for competitive shooting only, this is not for hunting sports, you set the trigger by pulling it, then you release the trigger to fire the gun. We'll go back to choke tubes briefly for 1 minute. You see various types of choke tubes in front of you. All they do by length is create a more uniform pattern, but the constriction, which is the diameter of the tube that does the business, that's what varies as far as dimension. In a final note, cleaning necessitates itself. We do get a lot of debris in a shotgun from shooting. They make various types of gun cleaning kits. This is a portable kit which fits in your gun bag in the field. If you would possibly get mud in the barrel, get a wad stuck in the barrel, this becomes your cleaning rod, which you slide through the barrel to clean the obstruction out.
If you're looking for a fishing boat, look no farther. From tournament bass boats to fish and ski boats, we've got them, all powered by Mercury Outboards. Boat Fish Fun Shop, located in Mount Pleasant, specializes in Triton, Ranger, Stroker, and Monarch boats, powered by Mercury and driven by you. Boat Fish Fun Shop is a full-service Mercury dealer with computer hookup to Mercury Parts Department for all Mercury, Mariner, and Mercruiser engines. Our factory-certified technicians offer complete service. Stop in to see us in Mount Pleasant or call 724-547-9499. Are you tired of telling creative stories about the one that got away? Introducing the Quick Catch Rod Holder, the best improvement for fishing since the fork stick. Quick Catch keeps your expensive rods and reels out of the dirt. With zinc-coated ground pins and rubber-coated rod holder, the Quick Catch Rod Holder is available in 14-inch and 27-inch sizes. To order, send check or money order to P.A. Petrosky Company, 420 Forest Hill Road, Industry, PA, 15052. Dealer inquiries welcome. Call the number on your screen for more information. In business, image is important. First impressions do make a difference. If your business has a cleaning problem, look to the professionals at Ingram's Cleaning Service. Since 1979, Ingram's Cleaning Service offers customized, consistent quality cleaning services for all types of businesses. Our business is to maintain the image of your business. We offer periodical cleaning schedules, professional workers and supervisors, and of course, follow-up inspections. In business, customer service is important. Ingram's Cleaning Service can be a silent partner in maintaining your image as a high-quality company. For more information, call area code 412-751-7469.
We make it our business to help our customers maintain a positive, professional image. If you have a cleaning problem, we are the solution.
This week's segment of On the Water with Fred will take us fishing with kids. Teaching your children to enjoy the sport of fishing can be very rewarding for all those involved. While learning patience and responsibility, the kids are surrounded by the beauty and serenity of the great outdoors. Even the younger kids can appreciate the thrill of the first catch of the day.
Hi, I'm Fred Wpog. Today on the water, we're on the shores of Lake Erie. You're going to see these kids fishing along the bank here. They're going to be fishing for mostly sheephead, white bass, a few white perch, I guess. We have a little girl here, Jamie. She's fishing, and she assures me that she's going to catch a big sheephead. I'm waiting to see it, Jamie. Where's it at, girl? I know if anybody can do it, honey, you can. When you take kids fishing, though, you have to remember that they won't stay interested too long. Their interests will vary to any degree. They want to adventure along the shoreline. They want to look over the side. They want to see if there's minnows swimming in the water. So you really have to keep a good eye on them and stay close to them. And you find out that when it's all over, they have a great, great day. They have new interest in life. I think it just expands their whole outlook on life. Teaches them patience, if nothing else. As you can see here, we have a grandfather fishing with his grandson. And that's got to be a thrill. Let you become closer to the kids, find out how they're thinking, what they're feeling, what their emotions are. And at the same time, they might kid each other and say, oh, I'm just taking the kids fishing, but it's a great day out for the grandparents too. Lake Erie sure does. Oh, there's the grandfather caught a fish now. Looks like a little white perch. That's what it's all about. I don't think any of these people are fishing there for their food anymore like they used to at one time. Now it's strictly for a sport.
I'm a lot like this fella. I really enjoy fishing with my grandson.
We're here on the Allegheny River at 12 Mile Island. We're going to be fishing primarily for bass, walleyes, and white bass. He says he knows where they're at. He says he knows he can catch them. What are you going to be using today, Mark?
We're going to be using a white tail and a head breaker, small head breaker, and we're going to go up to the dam for bass and silver bass.
Sounds good to me. Let's go get them.
Mark and I have been fishing together since he was 3 or 4 years old. I feel fishing and the outdoors in general have brought us closer together.
We're casting around our plugs here. We saw a couple fish jump over in this area and we thought we'd come over here. We're more or less leaving the wind blow us around. There's just a slight breeze. We're pretty happy with it. What do you think about being out here, Guy?
Well, it's kind of bored just sitting at home. I think almost every kid should be at least try fishing. Something to do on the weekends or any day you have off school. It's just great because you could just sit home and play Nintendo all you want. or Sega or whatever you have. You can just sit there and play for hours and then get bored of it, but fishing you can never get bored of. It's just a great sport.
What makes fishing so great, Guy, is you don't know what's going to happen in the next minute.
That's true.
You could be here fishing and say, oh, we're only catching little fish, and all of a sudden, bam, there's the granddaddy of them all.
Today on the water, we're going to be at Dunbar Creek in Fayette County. We'll be with Chuck McKinney
Fred?
and Paul Hines,
Hi, Fred. How are you?
two school teachers from Baldwin.
Baldwin
Burr.
High School. Baldwin High School in Pittsburgh.
You have a unique club that I'd like our viewers to hear about.
Fred, this is a fishing club, and this is about our 13th year that we've been bringing kids. It started many years ago.
Why fly fishing, though? You know, fly fishing is pretty tough for old pros, not alone
Yeah, it
young
is, and
kids.
I think the reason that we have kind of made fly fishing the focus of the club is that it's a year-round project with us. We get the kids involved in tying flies, and we're going to work in rod building, and we show them some videos and do some knot tying and really get them prepared for a trip like this and a 3-day trip that we take to Fisherman's Paradise.
How many students are involved in this?
Depends on the trip. When we went to the river, we had 8 men from the Pittsburgh area, from all over the Pittsburgh area, donate their bass boats and take kids to the river and to fish directly under the Highland Park dam there. And we had 32 boys and girls that went with us. Today we have about 17 students that are here with us. So it varies depending on the trip.
And we've got more kids that are signed up to go on the 3-day trip with us next week too. So this is kind of a little practice run to get started.
You know, I think what makes this so unique is this is a silent majority that you'd never hear about. The kids that don't make the newspapers, the kids that... There's a lot of good kids out there that we never hear about.
Well, I think that's oftentimes the case, Fred, that the negative things that happen with kids and with people in general seem to be typically the kinds of news that make the headlines. And
well, these are the kind of news stories that I like to hear about.
These are the kind we should all hear about.
Yeah.
Fred, this fishing club we have is a part of a drug and alcohol program we have at Baldwin called T.I. Sparks. And many, many years ago, we felt we had a major problem with drugs and alcohol throughout the United States. And we really were concerned. We sent some things to our superintendent, and we decided that if we were going to make some kind of an impact on this problem, we had to share with young people the thing we love to do most.
Typically, the message is just say no. And we found that the solution has to be that the kids need something to say yes to. They need something positive. They need some companionship. And just a little bit of guidance, and they find some options that they absolutely love to get involved with.
How about the parents? Did they jump on the bandwagon?
Well, it's funny because as the club moves and the kids acquire some of the fly tying and casting knowledge, they begin to teach their parents.
Oh, that's great.
And we've got a son today who is teaching his dad how to fly fish.
Oh,
and that's one of the really unique features is that that kind of camaraderie and companionship and learning goes both ways.
And I think that means so much to be close to your kids.
Oh,
to know what's going on in their head, how they feel, how they think.
Question.
First Sunday day and the first time I've ever been fly fishing.
Oh, great. You have a great instructor there.
Yeah, I couldn't have done it without Mr. Hines.
Definitely. It's a positive way for kids to get involved in something else. You know, I mean, you have a lot of stereotypes in school where you have all your jocks here, your whatever else is here. You kind of lump them all together in one when you're fishing. There really isn't a stereotype at all. You're kind of all thrown together at the same time, and you all have to put up with each other. It's definitely a positive idea.
I joined because it was something I've never done before, and it was like mainly all guys. And I figured, well, I just wanted to like give girls a chance and show everybody that they can do it too. It was something. Now, it was kind of about 50 girls joined the club at first, and it was a joke. But now, I'm having a lot of fun with it and everything.
Well, it's a great thing to get started in. I never really would have gotten started in it if we wouldn't have had our fishing club, because Mr. Hines has been great. He taught all of us how to do it.
Enjoy your time on the water. Whether you're boating, riding your personal watercraft, swimming, fishing, or just relaxing in the sun, an Easy Dock floating dock will enhance your time on the water. The Easy Dock system has it all: rugged, adaptable, reliable, and safe. Constructed with heavy-duty polyethylene, the docks have excellent load capacity with virtually unlimited layout flexibility. Docks, PWC lifts, boat lifts, plus a variety of anchoring systems and accessories make Easy Dock the selection for your dock. For private, commercial, and public use, the Easy Dock system is a simple, low-maintenance, versatile design that provides years of convenient, durable use. The EasyPort Personal Watercraft Lift is a simple drive-on, push-off. EasyPort moves with changing water levels and helps protect the craft from damage caused by wind or wave action. Even beginning PWC operators will find boarding and launching a breeze.
The Turtle Tube Sea Anchor is the only self-collapsing, self-contained sea anchor that is guaranteed not to dry rot or mildew, even when stored wet. All safety-conscious boaters know the benefits of a sea anchor. Check out the Turtle Tube Sea Anchor today. For more information, write to the Turtle Tube Sea Anchor Company at P.O. Box 125, Turtle Creek, Pennsylvania 15145, or call 412-734-1758.
If you like to watch outdoor shows, then check out the Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. right here on WBGN Television. We spotlight seasonal outdoor activities in our own backyard, from turtle hunting to fishing to preparing wild game recipes and much more. Tune in and find out why this award-winning series has so much to offer. That's the Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on WBGN Television.
Today in Pete's Corner, we'll visit with Ray Wacko of Wacko Lures. Ray enjoys the old tradition of painting wooden fishing lures. The results of his efforts are so special that these lures may never come face to face with any fish, but they certainly would make a nice addition to anyone's trophy case. So let's visit with Ray and see how he creates his craft.
Hi, my name is Peter Maltese and welcome to another segment of Pete's Corner. Today we're in White Oak at Ray Wacko's basement, and he will show us how to put the finishing touches on wooden plugs. We have already seen how to carve wooden fish, wooden ducks, and wooden plugs. Tonight we're going to take a little look into the painting, which will be spray painting of the wooden plugs. To show us how is Ray. Ray, nice to see you.
Same here,
And
Pete.
if you'll start to show us how to do some of these the spray techniques that you use.
Sure. What we normally do is all our lures are wooden hand-carved lures, and we put a sealer on them and a primer coat, and we normally put different types of enamels or lacquers.
When you paint these, do you have a specific amount of, say you want a dozen of red and white, or is there a set rule that you go by to know how many you need to do?
No, normally what I'll try to do is an order, fill the order complete on a night of spraying or a day, and I try to stick with all my, one color codes and then move on to each different types.
All right, as far as the technique of the airbrush spraying, why don't you demonstrate or show us how you come around doing this?
Tonight I'll be using enamels, which we like to go with because it'll be a longer dry time on it, so I could blend different colors. It'll give me more time to work with them.
Every time you do a color, do you have to, how long do you have to wait before that dries to put the other color on?
Well, with the enamels, I won't wait. I'll put them all over at one time.
Right on top of each other?
Correct, yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay, so with the enamel, it'll blend better compared to lacquer. If you're going with, I think, a one-colored lure, you can do it all in a lacquer. It'll dry quick for you then.
All right, how long does it normally take an enamel to dry?
In here, a couple hours, okay, depending on how warm it'll be. So, on an average dry time, I'll go with a half a day even before we touch them then, Pete.
But you put all the colors on at the one time and then you'll dry them?
Correct.
All?
Correct.
And they don't
yes.
bleed or blend into each other?
No, not normally.
Okay, Ray, show me how to do the finish that you were talking about, the frog finish.
Okay, we'll go to frog here. This lure here would be our wobbler, which has been a real good seller for us.
Is that a surface?
Correct, yes.
And that has the one with the big lip on it.
Yes, it'll have a big metal lip on the front of it then.
Good. And this is all family. The whole family is involved in this.
Correct, yes. My father does all the woodwork on them, and I do the finishes, and my younger brother does all the hardware work and the packaging.
So he has a wood lathe home, I imagine.
Yes.
How far does he live from you here?
In Wall.
Wall.
Yeah.
Oh,
So right
boy.
down the road, huh?
Not too far.
They don't get
Is it what-
transported too far, huh?
Is he retired?
Yes.
And he does this as a hobby?
Correct,
That's
yeah.
a good hobby to do, especially in the wintertime. And then in the summertime, you take them out and try them and,
That's it, huh?
and try to fine tune them. And I know this is a lot of fun. Actually, it's more fun to catch fish on your own plugs than any plug you can
No
buy.
doubt about it. That's how we got started.
Ray, are these your own original patterns on this?
Yeah, pretty much, Pete. What we normally did was my father would taken a lot of the older lures that were made years ago, and we come up with some of our own ideas, modified them to where we like them and are real happy with them, and we go with that.
So you're just improving on an old idea?
Yes, we think so, and we've been real happy with them.
Well, as long as they work, that's all that counts.
Mhm.
All right, show us a little bit about the detailing now, how you get the spots on the eyes and all the other stuff on there.
What I'll normally do then, Pete, is after they're dry a day or so, we'll go in and put them on a jig here and get different types of paint, and I'll dot them each one.
How do you dot? What do you use to dot them with?
We'll use different size nail heads.
Okay.
Okay?
Mhm.
And that'll give us the different sizes that we need. And from there, I'll let that dry half a day or so, depending on the type of paint. We'll go with the eyes on them. Either I'll put
see.
a paper eye on.
This
which-
is a pressure-sensitive eye.
Correct, yes. Which a lot of people like because of the glitter on it, okay, compared to a paint eye. And from there, we go to clearing them then. And
You clear right over top of the...
correct, yeah. And what that'll do is we've been putting a clear plastic coat over them. On a normal lure, we'll go with 2 coats. Compared to a big musky lure, we'll go to 3 coats on it.
Well, Ray, it was very interesting, and I learned a little bit more in my endeavor to find out the perfect plug, which I still haven't found the perfect one to catch fish every day, but I keep looking for it, and I'm sure everybody else does. And thanks a lot for having us in.
It was great having you.
Well, that concludes today's show. We hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about today's show or have suggestions for future segments, please write to us
at McMall Productions, 156 Paris Drive, Pittsburgh, PA, 15239. Thanks for watching.
Well, thank you for joining us today, and on behalf of the entire staff that worked to bring you this program, I'm Diane Duffy, and we'll see you next time on the Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide.